Hello, magnificent community, and welcome to our new podcast series. It can be yours now. This is based on my book that came out October 1st last year, Loving What's Next. What you want can be yours now. I have a really great episode for you today. I love talking about this. It's called Are You Ready for the Trust Fall? And I have a story I'm going to tell you that I have been telling over and over for a long time because it gives you such a great understanding and example of this manifesting, this partnering and co-creating with the universe, with your divine source and your divine intelligence. So I'm going to dive right in. I just want to let you know you can find all the episodes of my podcast at lovingwhatsnextpodcast.com. Are you ready for the trust fall? This happens to me a lot. I get contacted by people I've heard from before. I recognize them from my community. They may have come and heard me speak somewhere. They may follow me on social media, saw me on TV, or read one of my books. And they're attracted to what I am sharing with them and what they believe I am saying to them. Something in them is telling them that I can help. And they so want what I am saying to be true, yet they come and go and they never make a decision and they never commit. I may not see or hear from them for up to a year. Then they come back again, still drawn, still speaking to their desires and dreams. And they ask me, how? How can I make this happen? I want to, but, and here's what I have to tell you, it is about making a decision and making a commitment to yourself. Then watching for the opportunities to show up to create the means to make it happen. As long as you are holding the energy and coming from the place of, I will win, you will continue to wait until there just really is no substitute for deciding to do it. I remember some of my first uncertain steps and being so scared. How was I going to make this happen? Could I count on this even being true? And even so, how would I know it would work for me? I see this so often, and I really wish I had another answer. I really wish I could tell you to just sit tight and the money will come streaming in. When? When the divine intelligence feels you are ready, you tell the divine intelligence when you are ready. Here's the thing, we are promised free will on this planet. And divine intelligence, although all powerful and omniscient, will not impede our free will. Will not impede our free will. Really let that land. When divine intelligence thinks you can handle it, if the desire exists within you, then the means to attain it is already here. It already exists. Wherever there is a desire, a way has already been made. This is universal law, and I can bank on it 100%. When things are better, when you are stronger, you get better and stronger by being in it, by doing it and growing and evolving along with what you are creating. It is a totally organic process, and you have to be engaged in it for it to work. Are you waiting until you are more prepared, have more time for it, cleared your major obligations, don't have so much you need to do for everybody else? You will always have things in your life, and stuff will always come up. These things show up over and over again as a response, as a match to the energy you are holding in your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and repeated patterns. So, what are you really waiting for? I'd like to share an experience with you that I had in hopes that I can give you a true feel for what the energy feels like that will get you there. I want you to understand what energy you need to hold to make it happen. In my move process, which I will share with you in depth throughout these podcasts, I share it in my book, I share it all over. I start everything with having you make a decision and then owning it 100%. And there's a reason for that. When I'm talking about making that decision and owning it, visualizing it, and executing it, I want to give you this example. It was so powerful, and I love how it showed up. A friend of mine was doing this extreme confidence boot camp, and I was one of the teachers in it. I love when I'm the teacher. And of course, I get to be the student and I get to be challenged. I get the opportunity to walk my talk. I love how that is. Part of this involved this ropes course, and I had no fear about it. They had this two-story building with a setup, and you're up on tight ropes, you're harnessed. There's zip lines, you're walking on all these obstacles. I had no fear about any of that. There's this one thing I had tremendous fear and doubt about, and that was the trust fall. A big part of this kind of boot camp is that the way you do anything is the way you do everything, and it all shows up. And so you learn physically, mentally, emotionally, really by going through these different exercises and working with that group dynamic on top of it. What you really feel in the world and how you show up in the world will show up in this experience. I surprised myself with this trust fall. It just terrified me. And it was beautiful because we did it right before I was to teach this exact thing that I'm presenting now. I had given this talk many times all over about mastering the art of taking action, about making a decision, the importance of committing fully to it, and supporting yourself 100%. And this day, I was giving this talk. So the instructor said, it's time for the trust fall. Basically, everyone in your group is standing in two lines facing each other and just holding out their arms. We were a group of mostly women that day. There are these steps leading up to this platform, and you are going to climb up the steps, turn your back to the group, and they've created this cradle with their arms. And you are going to fall backwards into their arms. Very quickly, I realized several things. I tell you, I'm a huge risk taker. I don't mind taking risks, but the risks I take, I'm counting on myself. I know I have everything I need and I have everything in place. So this to me felt like a risk. I can't even see the people. I don't know if they're going to catch me. I believe they have the intention to catch me. I trust them that much, but I don't know if they will. Can you begin to see how this might have played out first in my early life, then continued as I carried this energy with me? This is my own data, my own patterns, my own beliefs, my own thoughts, my own programming and conditioning. I've been bonding with these people all day. I don't know if they can catch me, and I don't know if I want to count on that. Suddenly, it was a risk I did not want to take. I'm falling backwards into the unknown. all these things started coming up for me. And when I started teaching this material afterwards, it all came together. I want you to think about this. I let a lot of people go ahead of me, not knowing if I would even do this at all. I was still there. I was still in the game. I had shown up, but I was not sure. I did not know if I was even doing this at all, if I even would. And when she told me it was my turn, Michelle, you're doing this. I had not yet made the decision. And make a decision is the first step in my move process. In that moment, part of it was that pressure of, I'm getting ready to teach these people something. All eyes are on me. It was a beautiful chance for me to be vulnerable in a powerful way and make it a teaching moment while I was experiencing it myself. In this moment, I made the decision. Going up those steps, I still did not know if I was truly going to do this, if I had it in me. But there comes a point where you have to make a decision. And this is the part I really want you to understand. Climbing up those steps, I was saying, yeah, there are going to be some consequences if I choose not to do it. Nothing bad is going to happen to me, but I really want to come through for myself. I really want to do this, and I feel like I need to do it. You need to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. And that's something I'm always telling my clients and students. So, guess what? Again, I have to walk my talk. They were all getting uncomfortable in all kinds of ways throughout the day. This was my moment. When you get to the top, you turn away from the crowd, and they have given you this very specific way you have to stand. You have to cross your arms. You have to straighten your body. Your legs have to be a certain way and your feet. And you assume this position before you fall. Right then and there, I had to make a decision and own it. And then I had to visualize myself doing it. And then I'm going to take action. I'm going to execute it. All of this happened in a matter of minutes. There was no room for second guessing or self doubting, because once you make the decision and you start that momentum backwards, which is you start the action, get this part. If you come out of that position, you're going to hurt the people who are trying to catch you. You're going to hurt yourself, and it becomes dangerous. Perfect setup for me. It was a moment where once I made the decision, I had to support myself 100%. And it all was clicking into place, because this is what I teach, but not about a trust fall. There was no way to stop myself. Once I set this in motion, I knew that. I could feel it the moment I got into this position, and I said, in a moment, I'm going to fall backwards. I cannot stop myself. Once I start falling, I cannot say, oh, not doing this. And if I let anything get in my way and I come out of the position, I'm going to hurt people that are trusting me, and I'm going to get hurt. I took so much from that about this moving forward work I'm teaching you. What a great way to really get it. I think that every time I'm going to make a decision now, then I own it, visualize it, and execute it 100%, as if there is no turning back and no stopping midair. MOVE. You have got to do it at 100%. If you come in and out of it, it's damaging. It's damaging to you. It's damaging to the other people involved. Now, what if you went into everything you did in that way? Without all this push, pull energy, the in, then out energy, the stopping and starting energy, I really want you to think about the commitment. And if commitment is an issue for you, if it feels scary, if you can't hold it for a long period of time, commit for an hour, commit for 24 hours. Just start committing and stick with it. What are you ready to do this with right now? That's your starting point. Now is the time to start. It's always the time to start. Wherever you are, whatever your life and world are about right now, you will know what your next steps are. Synchronicities will begin to occur if you open up to them. Someone, something will show up and open you up and positively charge you, and you will have the opportunity to step into it. You showed up here now for a reason. You have desires that are speaking to you, dreams that are calling to you, but you don't see how you can make that happen, especially not right now. I have some clients who really resonate when I talk to them about doing a trust fall into the lap of divine intelligence. They are the ones who are able to move forward fast and create what they need, want, and desire. Meditate on this, journal on this, reflect on this. Pause and take some time with this. Hold the vision, drop the excuses, and remember your why. Swerve around obstacles and trust the process. Happiness and success will find you. Karen Salmonson said that. And I teach about a trust journey times 3. Trust yourself, trust spirit, and trust the process. I'm wishing you all the best. I am wishing you well in your amazing journey, and I'm wishing you joy in your journey. Stay with me. I've got a lot more in this It's Yours Now series. And if you go to lovingwhatsnextpodcast.com and also michellebar.com, my website, I have lots more great resources there for you as my gifts to you. I have a YouTube channel. I'm on social media. Allow me to pour into you. Allow yourself to receive. And I'm going to leave you with that until the next episode. Thank you. I'll see you soon.